Hey loves, I wanted to share with you, I am making an Italian sub with Italian ingredients today. So I've got different types of salamis, prosciutto, and meats. I've got cheese. I'm gonna make a dressing for it, and then the crunchy ingredients will go in there too. Got great bread. This recipe was inspired by my best friend Deandra. She sent it to me and it looked to die for. She said she made it for her family and they loved it. So, oh goodness. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Today has been everywhere of a day, but also super organized, and I've gotten so much done. While Matt's at work, there's a lot that I can accomplish for us. The whole moving process has just a lot of steps involved. So when you get a vehicle, you have to register and then set up a fuel card, and that's just an example, but sent letters off today, got our new address and got us established with the post office here. So I feel really accomplished as far as what I got done today. I think more than anything though, I've had some of the most amazing interactions today. Italians are so kind and wonderful and warm-hearted and welcoming, especially if you are nice and kind and open and have a good heart as well. And I feel that they can sense that right away. So in every instance, you know, I can tell if this goes for anywhere in the world, but when you approach someone and you can kind of see where they're coming from when you first meet them, like if they've had a tough day before you, what kind of like baggage they're bringing into your encounter, what kind of energy they bring. And even the times that I feel someone has been a little bit fed up with whatever is going on in their world, I can always kind of gauge that and then get them to kind of turn that attitude around. So I had a lot of that today. And this morning we had our inspection of our apartment, which I wasn't expecting. So Matt would have been here if he could have, but of course he's at work. So we had a surprise inspection, which is great and fine. I could tell them everything that I can see needs looked at. Our shower does not get very hot, so there's a thing that I wanted them to take a peek at for me. They gave me so much information. The housing manager of my unit in particular, he repeatedly said how nice he thought I was. And I think sometimes being nice, giving off that energy of nice and kind goes so far, you know? And I've been thinking a lot about this. I know you came here for the food, but I've been thinking so much about how kindness can look so different, and there can be so many different kinds of kindness. You can be kind simply by not opening your mouth at all, and your body language and your gestures and your active listening and the energy that you bring. You can be kind by the words you say. You can be kind by the actions. And different people have different ways of exhibiting their kindness, which I just find so beautiful. I think my favorite way is to ask questions and connect with people that way and express interest in what other people's lives are dealing with. Anyway, I just feel like I had such a magical day. So many sparks of good energy sprinkled throughout my day, which is really cool. And a lot of ciao bellas. So that means either hello beautiful or goodbye beautiful. So that's always nice to hear. I am just splitting my little bun here. Up until today, we didn't have a toaster, but I checked out the thrift shop on Base. There is a thrift shop on Base, which is really cool. One of my only friends here actually works there, and they had a toaster for $2. You want to see it? Cute, right? Cute, and hopefully it works. I haven't tried it out yet. I almost feel like it's one of those that if you look at it wrong, it'll like catch fire. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Out. Okay, so I have 5 different types of meat. I have prosciutto, which is closest to you. I have salami Milano, so I'm assuming that's salami from Milan. Salami ungherese, no idea where that is. I have salsiccia picante, which is these little, they look picante, spicy. And then we have the salami Napoli, which is where I live. So we're gonna chop all those up. We've got, for our crunchy ingredients, we've got cucumber, we have clean lettuce, washed lettuce, and I've got some banana peppers too that I'm gonna throw in there. So I'll show you when all the ingredients are chopped up. Chef tax. Cheese tax. Speaking of my bestie Dee Dee, she's an amazing cook, she's an amazing mom, she's an amazing wife, she is somehow an even better best friend. And I've been best friends with her since middle school. So a very long time, and through thick and thin, she has been there for me. In high school, we hung out maybe once a year, had sleepovers, 1 to 2 times a year. It would be like a summer and a winter thing. And we kept our friendship strong through high school, even though we lived completely different lives. Like, I had never even visited this high school that she went to. We had all different friend groups. It was pretty funny. But we lived together in college. Again, through thick and thin. We made friends together, we lost friends together. But the thing that always stayed the same was our friendship. And we used to cook in college together. We had a period of like a year where we were basically like each other's partner. And we got along so well and worked really well as roommates. And we often talk about how we miss being roommates. We got really lucky because you can lose friendships and have really hard times moving in with someone you felt like was best friend. But it definitely only made our friendship stronger. We are truly like sisters. And neither of us have a sister, so anyway. If you need a tissue, you can go grab it. All right, so I've got my crunchy ingredients and my meat and cheese. I forgot the banana peppers, so we're gonna do that. All but the banana peppers are ingredients from the local Italian market, which you have to be so brave, and I'm calling myself brave, to go there when you know as little Italian as I do. And everything's different. Yesterday, Matt parked the car. It's tough to find parking, so we wanted him to stay with the car. He wanted to give his parents a call, and they are 9 hours behind us, so he can only call at certain times of the day that will work for them. So he stayed behind and called, and I ran into the grocery store. I also have mentioned this before, I just love grocery shopping, so being able to do it in a totally new and unique setting to me is like a dream come true, because it keeps getting better and better. And so I go into the store. I felt like I fit in. No one was really staring at me. Didn't look like anyone was thinking I shouldn't be there. I take my sweet time. I go all around the store. I get myself snacks that look good. Go every single aisle up and down. I got bread. I got all these salamis, the cheese. And I had such a good time doing it. I wish I had a clear bowl so that this would be easier for viewing purposes, but I don't. I only have this pot. So it's the size I need, so I'm gonna use it. First, I'm gonna make my dressing. I wanted to have a base Kewpie mayo, bit of mayo in there, bit of olive oil. I want it to be thinned out pretty good by the olive oil. I have this caprese seasoning. I'm gonna pour a bunch of that in there. And then I'm gonna hit it with a bit of salt. And we're just gonna give that a stir in. See how it comes out. Kind of like an Italian dressing, but with mayo, because I like everything with mayo. You know what? I'm gonna use a splash of this just to give it that little acidity and thin it out. This is one of those things that the longer you let it sit, the yummier it gets, I feel. But we don't have the patience for that today. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead with my crunchy ingredients first, and then go in with my beautiful chopped meat and cheese selection. And we're just gonna drizz this on top. We're gonna give that a good stir in. Try not to scrape too much. Oh my. Yeah, it's like exactly what I want. Wow. My whole heart. I'll eat all that. All right, gonna go toast the bread. All right. I don't know if the phone does it justice. Okay, not so bene. The toaster is too small for the top piece, so we only get a bottom piece. What I think I'll do is toast the second bottom piece. Just have two bottoms. Is anybody else afraid of toasters? I feel like they're always out to get me. They're never happy. They're always smoking. All right. I'm gonna lather a little bit of mayo on the bread. Not so little tiny, but that's okay. I'm making a mess. In all honesty, I really just want to dip my bread in olive oil with this caprese herbs in it. So I'm gonna do that. You know this number? This is actually not a thing in Italy. Carrabba's really effed that one up. Oh, this is so good. There's nothing better than that. We want this messy. It doesn't have to be pretty. Yes. Final result. Yummy. So I'm gonna go feast. I hope you enjoyed this video, and ciao for now. Mwah.